I wanted to ask you, it's a DWI second. This is the one where he was in bond forfeiture status for a while, and so you wanted him to either plea or trial today.
Okay.
He's accepting the 30-day offer. Would you be willing to waive DPS fines, Judge? He was previously found indigent, but he makes maybe $1,000 a month.
Are you mom? Come on. You speak. As mom and dad?
Yes, Judge.
Wonderful. What's the last name again?
Here.
That's fine. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Mr. Vera here is charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail with credit for the three days that you've done. Hey, give me 1 second. You need to understand that this is going to go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. What happens the next time?
It gets worse. I'll be in jail for a long time.
No, not jail.
What prison?
And it doesn't matter if you're just a little bit drunk, if you're stumbling, falling down halfway, passed out, unconscious. No. All they care is they smell the odor of either marijuana, the faintest smell of alcohol. They will charge you now with a third-degree felony, minimum 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison.
Whoa, pause right there. This is where the stakes get real. The judge is warning Joshua Jones that one more DWI isn't just a fine or probation, it's a felony, which can mean years in prison and a permanent mark on his record. You can feel the tension building here. Quick question for you all. Do you think repeat offenders deserve harsher sentences, or should the focus be on rehabilitation?
You understand?
Yes, sir.
So even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car because you will get hosed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will stay on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. Be careful, because now he's got two. He takes your car, gets into an accident. Could be very well on you guys now. So got to be careful. Don't drive without insurance, because you get into an accident. Lord help us. I am going to suspend your ability to drive for 2 years. Do not drive until you get a license. I am also, one more thing, your lawyer is asking me to waive your DPS surcharges. That's a $6,000 fee that I'm waiving for you now.
Thank you, sir.
The only thing I'm going to ask you is don't kill someone. I don't give a rat's behind if you want to go get lit. Don't kill someone. For $50, you can take an Uber. It will take you wherever you want to go in this life. Don't kill someone. All right, good luck.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Judge.
guys. Thank you for coming. You are Catherine Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're going to reduce this to a first offender DWI education class. You need to understand that this still makes 2 DWIs that are on your record. What happens on the next one? No. Prison. A minimum of 2 years, a maximum of 10 years in prison is what you will be facing if you ever pick up another DWI. And you don't have to be stumbling, passed out, drunk for an officer to charge you with a felony offense. All you need is to get into a car, the faintest smell of alcohol, anything funky in the car, they're going to run your record, they're going to see this, and then you're going to be facing a crap load of the time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I were you, even if you've had a sip, I wouldn't get into a car.
I understand.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement today. What you were doing is you were pleading guilty to this DWI. It is a 12-month Harris County jail sentence to be probated for 15 months. You will do a repeat offender DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels. You will do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. No breath test refusal, meaning that if you were pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. If you don't, you're in violation. And if you violate this probation, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand? No drugs, alcohol, guardian interlock, 25 hours of community service. Was there an accident in this thing? You know, you are allowed to make mistakes in life, but when you make mistakes and you endanger other people's lives on a repeated basis, the cost is big, and this is going to cost you big now. There is now a supervisory fee that you will be required to pay, and if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. There is a actually it's reduced to a first, right? Is it true or untrue that it's a 0.15 or above?
That's true.
Okay, I'm going to find that that's true. Now, there is a $4,500 surcharge that you will be required to pay. Somehow we have to get your attention that this is unacceptable. And if it doesn't get paid, 1 day in jail for every $100 that you owe. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Can I pay overtime? I'm currently
Of
not.
course.
Okay.
Absolutely. We will give you,
Only laid off.
I'll give you 2 years to pay. If you need more time than that, I'm absolutely willing to do whatever you need to do. But somehow we have to get your attention. And I'm going to tell you now also, if I find that you consume alcohol while you're on this probation, it's very possible you may be required to do inpatient treatment. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Um,
I filed a motion requesting the orders to be, the supervisory fees, mandatory fees be waived. I believe if you question Ms. Rodriguez, you'll find that she
Now, this is the turning point. The defense is painting a picture of redemption therapy, meetings, family support. The big question is, has Joshua truly changed, or is this just courtroom talk? Judges hear these promises every day. What matters now isn't words, it's proof. Stick around because this is where we see if the court believes him or calls his bluff.
she may be qualified to be indigent, Your Honor.
I normally do Joaquin on first all day, but on a second, we need to get their attention. You're bypassing a mandatory week in jail that you should normally be doing because they're reducing this to a first. So it's essentially a slap on the wrist, no jail time. We have to somehow get your attention. And usually the way that works is you got to hit them where it hurts, where it's either jail time or it's in the pocketbook. Somehow we have to get your attention. It's unacceptable. What I'm trying to do is prevent you from picking up yet another DWI because you're what, 42 years old, 35 years old? You're going to be driving for the next 30 years. The law never forgets. And the problem is you will, because 10 years, 12 years, 13 years, time heals all wounds. But the law doesn't forget. And if you run into a situation where there's something catastrophic that happens in your life and you go, you know what, I'm just going to go out for a drink. You get pulled over. We need you to remember this for the rest of your life. Somehow we need to get that to happen. And I'm hoping that this is it. We can put on a longer payment plan if needed, Joaquin. So, you
That would
know,
be appreciated, Judge.
I mean, we can do 3 years. We can do as much as we want, but I wanted to get her attention.
Yes,
right?
sir. And I also wanted to ask the court about so now she's going on probation, can she get the scram and the?
Absolutely. But first she needs now I am going to suspend your license because it's a second offense. I'm going to suspend it for a year. You will need a portable device. Once you get that portable device, we will take the ankle monitor off. So she needs a guardian interlock.
Yes, sir.
For
I have
the
a-
life of
already
this
have-
probation.
Yes, sir.
You have a, where?
An interlock?
In your car?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end up suspending it now. So once you get a portable device, I'll take the thing off your ankle.
Okay, so why is the court suspending her license, Your Honor?
Because it's a DWI second.
Even though she's pleading to a first?
And it gets suspended regardless.
The ALR.
It's a DWI. She's doing a multiple DWI education class. DPS is going to suspend her license regardless.
So you want her to get the interlock, I mean, the portable, then she can get the scram
I mean,
removed?
I get you on the ALR hearing, but the way DPS works is, from my experience, when you do multiple DWI education classes, they end up suspending your license regardless. So you need to be on the lookout for that. So, you know,
Your Honor, we're filing an occupational petition here soon. We're gonna ask the court to allow her to drive. She needs to get a job, Your Honor.
I'm a data analyst, but I recently got laid off in January. So I'm trying to find a job, but it's making it a little bit difficult with the ankle monitors to,
all right, I won't suspend the license then.
Thank you, Judge.
thank you very much, sir.
But before you start driving, can you run the license right now, please?
Yes, Judge.
Just to make sure.
I see as of
Before
now.
you start, like I said, because this is now going to reflect another conviction and you're going to be doing a subsequent education class, you need to be on the lookout. You need to make sure that DPS has your correct, address on file, so because they're going to send you notice, they should send you notice if they do, about the suspension.
I see it's not eligible right now.
Well, Your Honor, I have the order that we want here. I mean, DPS, the website is notoriously late for updating but
Does it show?
The only most recent enforcement action that says canceled interlock required as of.
Okay, since she probably didn't send the $10 fee is probably what I'm thinking,
Yes, sir.
So DPS should have sent you notice that you have to pay a $10 fee to get a special license that you carry on you because of the interlock requirement. If you don't pay that $10 fee, they end up suspending your license. You're not allowed to drive, man. Your license is now currently suspended.
we'll get it done, Judge.
Okay,
Don't drive right now. If you drove here, you can't drive home. It's suspended.
okay,
If you drive, you're in violation of this probation as of today. So you need to call DPS to figure out what you need to do to get your license reinstated. So don't drive. So what are the total costs then? So the total cost of this is 5,010. I will give you as much time as you need to pay, like I said. But if you start drinking, you pick up a new case, I'm just going to go bonkers. I want you to know now. Don't. Hopefully this has been enough to get your attention that we mean business. Every day someone dies from a DWI in our county. It's not fair. All we're asking, just don't kill anyone. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty, send you to the agreement. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this, there's no turning back. You can never undo this. Now, like I said, you do something to violate this, a warrant will issue. You will go into custody. You're facing up to a year in jail. If you ever have any issues, come back. We can talk about it. We can work through it. But the worst possible thing you can also do is just click off and abscond. That's a guaranteed warrant. Okay? All right. Good luck, man. Thanks for your. Okay.
Morgan?
Wanted to do a version on that. Yeah, would be-
Okay.
I was just appointed to her
Good morning, Miss Morgan.
Good morning.
Did you need anything? Did you want anything?
to see if we can get a PR bond for Miss Morgan. I spoke with her and so she is living in Houston. She lives with her children. And
You don't show up.
Uh-oh.
You never show up. I mean, you never show up.
Yeah, they gave me a bus, my bus pass and everything, so I know I could, what time to be on and what court to actually go to.
We've given you 3 different PR bonds and you've never once appeared, ever. The only time we see you is when you get arrested.
Yeah, this time was my mama gonna take off and everything, so it's different this time.
Why could that happen the first
Because,
two
yeah, because of
times?
her job. But this time she said she could take off. Instead of me catching the bus and getting lost, she could take off.
She does have a family that lives here, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Miss Morgan, but you just don't appear. You never appear. I've given you PR bond after PR bond. You know, not only that, you pick up one case, we ask you, hey, come back to court, just be good, and you pick up yet another case. And on that case, you've flaked out on us 3 times as well. So it's not just been 3 times, it's been more than 3 times where we've given you chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, and you blow us off. If I give you a PR bond now, I don't think you're going to show.
I'll show.
You promised that 4 other times.
I made it down here though. To be honest, I did.
That line right there, "The law never forgets," could be the title of a true crime documentary. What the judge is really saying is that your record follows you forever. Even if you've changed, even if it's been decades, your past decisions can still dictate your future. It's a harsh truth, but it's how the justice system works. And you can tell the judge is walking the line between frustration and compassion.
Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. I just don't. We've given you like 4 different chances for you to appear, and you've never done it once. You've got 2 open cases now. I don't think you're going to show. I really don't. I'm sorry, Hugh, but really.
What I'll do is I'll get like a short reset.
I'm happy to give you a bond reduction if you want a bond reduction. And your bonds, I have your bonds now set at 7503 on each of your cases because you just don't show. I'm happy to give you a very, very reduced bond, but I'm telling you, I know if we give you a PR bond, because history tells us you're just not going to show.
No, history doesn't say that because you don't know what's going on in my history. You're just going by what you see on your information. But in reality, if you had a camera set till the time you let me go from downtown all the way up until now, you'll be apologizing. The whole court would, to be honest. I don't know if you know what I went through.
I get it. I do. We all have circumstances. I waive everybody's appearance so they don't even have to show up to court. All I ask is for you to stay in touch with your lawyer. That's all I ask.
I have his card right now. I never had a lawyer card. I never had a lawyer. Only Mr. Bonnie.
Have you been appointed on this?
I was just appointed today, Judge. So I don't believe that she had an attorney previously or so.
Where are you living?
At 124 East Golf.
No. I don't want the address. Who with?
Huh?
Who with?
My kids. My mom have my kids right now. I have 7. I believe my one of my kids are in court right now in Houston, but I have 7 kids.
So you're living with who? You say your mother?
With my kids.
Find out if she has a stable place to go to. See if she has a place to go to, like there's a stable home, and then maybe I'll consider it and I'll put a monitor on your ankle.
Okay.
But I'm not going to let you out just to the street. That's not going to happen. But if I know that you have a stable place to stay, like your mom or a relative, someone that's willing to take you in,
Yes.
but into the street, it's not going to happen because I know what's going to happen if I let you out to the street.
Okay.
So call, see what you can do, and then we'll go from there.
Yes.
Okay. Good.